Hi, this is Daniel for Vile, Jaconic Magazine's metal section. Last Friday, Guitless just released their latest EP, Thorns. So today we have Josh Graham as our guest to talk about the band's debut EP, Thorns. Josh, thank you very much for your time. How are things?
Good. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Excellent. So I don't know where shall we start. I was just wondering to begin with, where does the name Guildless come from? I don't know if you can give us, some more insight or details about it.
It's kind of a combination of like a few things. One being that it's almost impossible to find a single uh, name band or a single word band name like right now. I mean,
Of course. So
it's like
many bands as well, right? With the same name or similar names, or
yeah, like I couldn't believe that Guiltless hadn't been taken before. There's this band Guilt that I really loved like in the '90s,
Mhm.
and it's kind of like searching for a name and uh, I found Guiltless in this Cormac McCarthy book, Blood Meridian, and
Okay.
it's kind of like a quote in there. And I don't know, it has like there's like a lot of weight to the name. Like you're kind of like either come off like an asshole, like you're like it's not not my responsibility, or or like you're an innocent person. So it's I don't know, it's kind of just it has like a lot of weight, like duality, like double meanings and stuff to it. So it felt cool, like to use uh, for us for sure.
Mhm. Nice. So I know that the band, I mean, is formed by musicians from bands like Stormfly, well, Battle of Mice, Intronaut, Generation of Vipers. So how did the band form? I mean, was there something in particular that made you put like everything together?
Well, like I've been talking to because Billy, he was in a Storm of Light for like 10 years, and then
Mhm.
he left like in 2016 or 17. We
Uh-huh.
did one more record without him, and then that's when I had Dan come in. He was on the last iteration of that, but kind of after that Anthracene record, like I really wanted to do something heavier, but it it took a while to kind of get there. So like moving across the country, and then the pandemic happened, and like but I started talking to Billy about it more. We we played a Desert Fest in Antwerp with our like uh, kind of weird soundtrack project called Ivy, and
Okay.
we played with Cave In and like I mean there's like a whole bunch of bands there, but after after that show, I was like, this is it, man. Like we have to like to start this project. So I started working on it, and like I knew that it was going to be the two of us, and I was trying to figure out kind of what like who else to get involved. And uh, Dan and I have been playing like on and off since we were 15. So
Oh well.
like I and he's always into like like darker like just like he has black metal projects and stuff that like that they do well, but like I can't tell you what it is because it's
That's
top secret.
right.
um, but and then like Storm of Light toured with Intronaut in maybe like 12 years ago.
Okay.
We did a European tour, and we were actually in the same Sprinter van, and which never really happens. Usually, like every band is in their own van, so like we definitely like got to know each other really well, and had a couple weird near death experiences with our driver, and been friends like ever since. So
Mhm.
like as I was like trying to figure out like what to do, like that it sort of just presented itself. Like I actually asked Sasha because he's so busy with like Dunable guitars
Oh.
uh and Intronaut stuff. Like I was like, do you know any bass players? Like I have a I have a band, and he's like, let me hear it. I want to play bass, and then he like really like loved this stuff.
Mhm.
So he's playing bass, and that's kind of like why we released this as an EP because I sort of kind of finished the majority of those songs like by myself, and then everyone else came in and like made it like way better. But now like we're working on a full length, and like everyone is like we're actually actively all contributing from
Mhm.
the start, which is cool. So it felt like a good release the EP, introduce the band, and then like start working on something like everything together.
Right. That's cool. So, I mean, when you sir you said or you mentioned you wanted to make perhaps something like heavier, like which bands like influence the music of Guitless?
Um, I would like Kiss It Goodbye, Swans, like early like Black, like Filth, Godflesh for sure, and Melvins,
Hmm.
um,
Cool, yeah.
and even like Sabbath, sort of like in my head, but like reference, like when you listen to it, you're like, well, it's like super bluesy, but like just kind of like the like I wanted there to be sort of like a kind of head banging element to it, like
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, and I would yeah, Kiss It Goodbye is like definitely a big one, and then some of like the weirder Converge songs, like the
Mhm.
like slower like crazier stuff that they don't. We Stormlight toured with them, and
All right.
we were like, this is gonna be the perfect tour because like that band was Stormlight was pretty slow at that point. And then of course didn't realize that they play all the hardcore stuff. So like all the kids are just looking at us like, what are you doing? play, play faster.
Right. So what music genre you think I mean the band would fall in, or what would be the music genre that you play, what would be the most accurate
Oh, for
description?
this,
Yeah.
man, I suck at that stuff. I used to get mad about like people would call Stormlight doom, and I never really thought about it, but
Yeah.
I don't really for Gillis. I don't know, like the whole project is kind of has this like nihilistic vibe to it, and like I think whatever the hell people want to call it is cool. I think it has like some doom and some sludge,
Hmm.
uh, but like my references are just like kind of pulling from like older stuff, like a lot of stuff from the '90s because I'm old and dated, I guess. But so like it's like a weird, yeah, it's weird to think, weird to think like a contemporary like doom scene like I personally I should know more about it than I do, and I think like I'm hoping we tour and get to like discover more music, and because I'm pulling from like weird old stuff.
Yeah. Right, makes sense. So the latest single that you just released in Radiant Glow, is there, I mean, what is the meaning behind it, and is there a reason why you choose this one as your new single? Was there something random to it?
I don't. We all kind of gravitated towards that song as like being I think our favorite. It was the last one that we got together. Um, but I don't know. It has like a cool arrangement and like flow, and uh, there's like it's none of the songs are really complex like as far as playing it, but there's like things that happen like little things that happen once or twice, or like just like weird accents and like that kind of stuff. And um, yeah, it just seemed kind of like a good like all we destroy is like very uh it's very like stripped down arrangement, and it kind of I think it sets the mood for the band. Like I think that song is like okay, this is like the environment that we're gonna be living in, but in Radiant Glow sort of pushes the boundary like a little bit. Um, yeah.
I see. And do you have any date set already for like the full album, like to release it? Something more like,
For the full lengths,
yeah,
that'll
exactly.
probably be 2025, I think. Um, we're hopefully gonna mix it in at the end of July.
Hmm.
So it's kind of hard to tell. Like the timelines for vinyl used to be pretty fast, and the pandemic they were like 18 months, and like
Of course.
they're getting like a little bit faster. So I think what like the it will be decided on the day that we can hand someone like the actual record and be like, when can it come out? Like, and then because they'll start looking at all the parameters on when the record plant can ship stuff. And I mean, people are used to like longer timelines now, which is cool. Like, because the EP came out Friday, but we're not even getting the vinyl until like late May or June.
Mhm.
So, and
Right.
people
Yeah.
are cool with it. So that's cool. It helps.
It does. Yeah, definitely. And you guys have any plans on touring Latin America any time soon, you think?
Oh man, if we could, yeah, it'd be amazing. Like I've always wanted to play in Mexico, and the Stormlight we played in Bogota once, and like
Uh, uh-huh.
that was cool. And but yeah, I mean, it just has to be the interest. There has to be the promoter. The promoter has to feel like we're not going to make them lose money. So
Right. Yeah, I mean,
um,
I'm especially asking because nowadays, like, I think we're getting like a lot of like new bands coming to, well, especially, to Mexico, of course, because we're next to the States, right? But I think
yeah,
like especially like kind of these kind of zine is just like we're getting like a lot of like old bands, obviously, that I wanted to see, back in the day when I was like 15, and now I get to see them when I'm 40. So it's a little bit funny, I mean, maybe I did get to see a couple, right? But we're getting like all these like new wave of bands like coming from Canada, like the
oh shit,
US. Yeah, they just do like these like a 4 city tour here in Mexico, right? Which is very
cool.
random, to be fair, right? Because obviously, like as you said, with the promoters, most of them are like, I guess, DIY tours, just like they basically
Yeah,
fund that by themselves, right? So, in a way, I mean, of course, they do it to promote their music, right? But it's always doesn't hurt asking, right? Because at some point, I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure there could be a couple like willing to actually come and explore like kind of these new like market, I would say.
yeah, totally. Like, yeah, I love playing like as many places as we can play. Like we did a Storm of Light played in Ukraine, and like we played in Minsk, which was
Okay.
totally insane. And yeah, and played in Russia a few times and stuff. But like uh, yeah, Bogota was awesome. And yeah, this if can use music to like see the world and like just become more educated. It's like it's cool.
Always a good excuse, right? Excellent. Josh, so I appreciate your time, and thanks for taking the time, of course, for the interview. And obviously we'll be looking forward to see you. For now, I mean, very glad I already listened to a couple of songs from the EP, which are awesome. And I'll make sure to put all the links and everything so everybody can check it out. And hopefully, as I mentioned, we'll get to see you sometime in Mexico.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing, man. All right, perfect. Well, Josh, thank you very much for your time then, and wish you the best of lucks. And we'll be looking forward to check that full album sometime soon, hopefully before next year. But otherwise, we'll keep an eye on
Yeah,
it for sure.
yeah, awesome. Cool. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you,
All
Josh. Take care.
right. Yeah, you too. All right.
Thank you, man. Bye bye.